in 4 U.S. households are living paycheck to paycheck.
Foreclosure rates continue to rise.
Foreclosure rates are up 20% compared to a year ago.
Now says that everyone who's on SNAP is going to have to reapply.
This thing crashes, it's going to be like mashing up the dot-com thing with the financial crisis.
And cue the fire. It looks like we have civil unrest in America. More specifically, that would be North America, for those of you that are like, what? What America? It is this one, the one that looks like a flying dragon with the tail. It looks like the president wants to declare a state of emergency, martial law. I've been seeing this all over the interwebs. Alert! Homeland Security News preparing state of emergency, martial law. Mexico has ordered her troops to attack all protesters. If you would like me to connect the dots for you, I will. President is a puppet of the BlackRock, maybe, allegedly. Crime syndicate, and the Mexican people know it. It looks like crypto is not happy with this news. We'll get to that. Shall also be calling out the economic ninja today. As I was reading the comments on this video, this was the top one. I want the J Bravo backstory. You are two polar opposites outside of the Brohawks. He's screaming, get out. Me, he's telling you to get in. And I say, come on. Is that really a Brohawk? But I think today is the day I will announce bear market, which he did for me a month ago. There was a coin I posted on my X account. I'm like, short this thing. Well, if you did, you're up 50%. This at a time that you guys have hit, look, it's a 10. Well, that means there will be a bounce. I will give you price targets in a minute. Also, congratulations to everyone that you got your SNAP benefits back. Might be a little bit more difficult this time. I have a video of this young lady saying she's not going to feed her kids the good stuff. Says she's taking all the good stuff for herself, but hey, here is Mexico. It looks like it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like what I see here. Actually, what's even crazier than this, all of these people came in here in 3 trucks. You're like, oh, that's not appropriate, Bravo. Well, if you look over here, hold on, you got to wait for it to pan. There's two dudes playing basketball over here. There it is. What do you call two dudes playing basketball? It's a one-on-one. Maybe you guys should not take that vacation this holiday to Mexico City. I don't know if you guys caught this, but they were like, the crowd would come in, grab one of the cops, and just beat the living tar out of them. So it is going down in Mexico. Oh, see over there? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they'll grab them, pull them into the crowd. You don't want to see what's happening next. So breaking news, we have civil unrest in North America, martial law. It's getting good, and the question is, why? And that is because of the dollar. See, when people are rich, they don't do bad things. Oh, and funny thing is, all my North America homies that jumped the wall a couple of years ago, they're just like, this is terrible over here. We're going back. So it is bad across the globe, and it's only going to get worse. Now, there is a major bet on this stock market, Bitcoin thing, because Trump is supposed to pump 20 trillion, like in the next 30 days. I've met with some pretty high profile people, and they're like, oh, you just wait. Santa Claus will be coming to town and they're all meeting. The New York Fed convened meeting with Wall Street firms over key lending facility. You got the Fed. What are they going to do? Nothing. You got the Treasury. What are they going to do? They're going to print. So I guess here comes 20 trillion and stimmy checks. Boy, this won't cause inflation. So in one camp, we have 20 trillion coming in, rocket ship, right? This is macro. I am not a macro. I don't care about PE ratios, fundamentals, nothing. Because the minute I do, it screws everything up. I mean, I could give you simple things like this, buy here, sell there, but that's not really charts. Also, I'm not going to pick and choose things like this article. When the system inflates, BTC protects. And everyone used to follow, look at the M2. Look, it's going up. And then they were like, and look at Bitcoin. It's like a perfect correlation. And then all of a sudden it's like that. I'm like, okay, thank you for that. I actually really respect Ron in what he's saying, but then I'm gonna use what he says and go, this is why you have to move your money every day, once a month. Let's listen in.
What happens is the value of your money falls 4 or 5% a year. That's inflation. Falls 4 or 5% a year, and the economic growth has been about 2% a year. So it's about 7% a year growth, and that means everything doubles in 10 years. The value of your money falls in half every 15 years. So you got to make twice what you're making today in 15 years to stay even.
Two important things that I caught. Number one was everything doubles in 10 years. That means whatever you are making right now, let's say you're making $100,000 a year. Congratulations. That is amazing, Bob. In 10 years, you better be making $200,000 just to break even. It also means that you have to be diligent every day. You can't, well, okay, a week, once a week. You know, everyone's like, just buy and hodl. Okay, if you were to do that from over a year ago, Bitcoin, you go back, see, that's November. You can go to October. You're below it. Remember, 10 years, oh, there goes a finger, and you got to go from 100,000 to 200,000. Now you got a whole year to make up. You're not even break even, you're down. Actually, just going to turn on one indicator. You're like, I've never seen that before. Actually, you guys get this? Those of you that went into the course and you're like, I trust you and I've waited, and Chart Prime, and I'm like, you got to give these people that sign up for Chart Prime something free because you waited. So you get 3 things. You're welcome. Thank you for your patience. But let me just turn on this. See, when it goes blue, here, you buy. When it goes purple, you sell. My apologies for the yellow. Now let me turn on my standard Bravo kit. That yellow, that's the 200. Oh, you're under that. Okay, that's a good time to start selling. Then you have this line. That's the Bravo 9. You could start buying. You buy, okay? And then that's it. Oh, and the new chick magnet. Don't email me on that one. That's Black Friday. That's telling you, and a death cross. Oops, sorry. This price is going to tag this line and go up. I'm confused, Bravo. I thought you said you're calling the end of the market today. Actually, Ninja called it for me back there about a month ago because we had, do you see, this was a Head and Shoulders. You broke it. So you play that out. You get a bounce. Also, now that Bitcoin is settling in at 93,000, you guys are going to come down. You're going to fill this. There's a gap, right? You can look back. There's a gap, what, 92, 91? Fill that. You'll pop. You will put in, by the time you're watching this, for me, it's 4 hours and 3 minutes. So I predict early. You're going to have a candle below this moving average. And you're going to start here. That's it. So as this billionaire says, hey, look, can't survive by just going to work unless, again, just to break even, you got to clear in 10 years $250,000. Because right now the government says anyone under 100,000, I think the 100,000 is the break even for anyone under that's poor. So to remain poor in the next, isn't that crazy? 100,000 for the benefits. We'll just call it socialism candy. I don't know. I'm not part of that. I don't think anyone should get $2,000. And I think this tariff thing's just a flustercluck. You're in a battle of capitalism and socialism. Do you see the difference? One, everything's free. SNAP benefits. Here's a stimmy. Capitalism. You got to go work. I don't want to work. I have disabilities. I have children. I have needs. I have special needs. That's okay. Chalk that one up to me too. I remember in high school, I was in like special ed classes. I couldn't read. I couldn't write. The math thing. I even saved my report cards. I used to show it online. Senior year, I saved them. Some of them, I'm like, 0.40 GPA. They just passed me in like one class because otherwise I wouldn't be able to move along into the socialism thing. And truth is, I couldn't even write a sentence. Thank you, LA Unified. What's even crazier, then I go and become a teacher, like high school and college, then realized you ain't gonna be a multimillionaire because of a degree working for someone else. And just in case you want to learn how to get there, do have a course on it. $99 goes up to $399 for everyone that's like, oh my gosh, you can get all this for free. No, you can't. I'm Googling it right now. Let's see. I don't even know how to spell it. I think it's ANAL. Oh, help me out down there. There's a Y. SIS. See? Trading. There. Okay, here we go. Got the only technical analysis you'll ever need. Look, that's Head and Shoulders. Actually looks like that Ethereum thing. But yes, you can get a lot of stuff free, but I make it so simple. One candle close above the Bravo 9, right? Then I add things along like, oh, the chick magnet. All of this takes me years, if not decades, to... You want to cut out all the fat and just stick with the beef. Trust me, I've had a lot of beef. My college years, I didn't know if I was coming or going. Also, I bet you she doesn't take too much beef. She's probably more of a carb girl. I could do the fingers. See those things? Those little, they look like little Vienna sausages. But if you guys subscribe to my channel and you come here and you're able to see through the noise, this kind of noise, and then you could actually very easily answer these questions that I posed to you at the beginning. The number of households living paycheck to paycheck has risen. Why? The same reason why I said, why is Mexico going down? Yes, there's other things, but it's the dollar. It's a debt-based system. When everyone has to 100,000 to 200,000, right? And now they're like, hey, let's open up the cannons and do 20 trillion. This just absolutely destroys everyone. Well, except for me or you. As long as you're the 1%, and as long as you can time it, you need to know, like right now, I'm really looking at properties. Oh my gosh, Bravo, but do you see what's happening? 20%. Closures are just going through the roof. Why would you do that? I know that's what I've done for my entire life, but it cycles, and then it comes up, and then it goes down. And we have seasonality. There's your construction going down. And then what happens after down? Up. What happens after bankruptcies? You rebuild. What happens after this recession? We're going to go up. Actually, total shares of population, and 88% of you guys, you're in a recession. But we're going to bottom. That's where it's hard to find. When it's bad, you're like, oh, but doom gloom, it's so bad. And that's right at the time you start coming up. You look back and you're like, oh, I should have bought. And you, as a normie, you have no choice. You have to be moving your money because this will always go up. Here's your grocery price. What are you guys up? 300%? Have to feed your family, and that's why I wake up every morning. And it's a habit. Really, I enjoy it. It's like fishing, and that's what I do. I used to feed my family. I click a button, and then I click a button. It's hard at first because you're like, oh, wait. And then you get the least you can do, or at least you have to do this, is like kind of getting in zones. Those of you trolls that are like, Bitcoin went up. Okay, stop. Is that I am buying. I nibbled here, very expensive region, and then you got expensive, nibble here and here and absolutely here. This is actually because you're like, well, I can't read that. It's so small. That's like your 30K region. Just wait. Okay, draw a line. Like look for where it bounces. That's 76. Right there. There you go. Right. Look, this was resistance and support. So just nibble. And then come down here to 52. Nibble some more. And when it hits 30, nibble some more. But then wait for it, Chuck. When it goes up and you bought it at 30 and it goes to 60, sell. You've doubled your money. And everyone will yell at you and go, oh my gosh, we're going to 150,000. We're going to 200,000. And I believe, I could be wrong. You can go back and watch Ninja's video, but I think he said 200,000 December, 250. Okay. To me, I'm saying that is very expensive and very unlikely. But if he does not click the sell button, I will get on a plane and I will click it for him. We'll find his private keys, his little ledger thing, you plug it in, USB drive, take his finger, I'll put finger on, and I will click the sell button. My daughter was actually in a movie, Crypto Millionaire, or what is it? Not Financial Advice. Really good. It was, Bitcoin. No. Hold on. It was Dogecoin. That's the movie she was in. And I remember this guy, he was up to like, I want to say 4 million. Calling her, and I've met him. Great guy. These guys are all good guys. And I'm like, go grab his phone and click sell. Like Graham was interviewed, and Graham's a cool guy too, but still, sell. High low, sell high. And if you don't know how to do it, at least get my indicators so you know. But I would say learn how to trade first. It's fun to go fishing, and it's better to get it at $2.99 than $3.99. I'm just saying. And that price is not coming down for Black Friday. Anything, that's going to go up, and other things are going to be, like Chart Prime. You guys are really going to like this. And with that, I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.